question that I asked, and he answered the wrong question. The question I was asking, Honorable Speaker, is if you look at the design of the terminal of JKIA, provision was made for drop-off points of passengers coming in, not the ones on the air side, Honorable CS, not the ones on the air side. You're talking about passenger boarding bridges. No, that's not what I'm asking. Provision was made for drop-off points at the terminal entrances, but those accesses were blocked. That's what I'm asking. Why is it not possible? What is the rationale? And in this house, we will insist on honesty. I want the CS to be honest to the people of Kakamega.
Here that the support would be needed, Mr. Speaker, for purpose of expanding that land from a partnership with county government. So, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable CS cannot come to the chambers and August House, a very respectable house, and give an answer that is outside the technical advice that comes with the specification of what an airport looks like, Mr. Speaker. But I appreciate the passion that with which Senator Kalwale is prosecuting this matter. It helps my ministry, if it was possible, that Parliament appropriate some money for purpose of that acquisition. If that passion also can be channeled to the National Assembly to look for the resources. But we know the circumstance under which we are operating, Honorable Kalwale, that we must keep certain level of fiscal discipline because of the challenges we have as a government. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now we go as per my directive. I want to open the next 30 minutes to the members, senators, to ask supplementary questions, especially on airports, who has a similar supplementary question, so that we tighten up this process. We ask your supplementary. Just 2 minutes, Senator Sifuna.
Thank you, Speaker. Just like Senator Khalwale, I believe with great respect that the CS misunderstood the question that I asked, and he answered the wrong question. The question I was asking, Honorable Speaker, is if you look at the design of the terminal of JKIA, provision was made for drop-off points of passengers coming in, not the ones on the air side, Honorable CS, not the ones on the air side. You're talking about passenger boarding bridges. No, that's not what I'm asking. Provision was made for drop-off points at the terminal entrances, but those accesses were blocked. That's what I'm asking. Why is it not possible? What is the rationale? And in this house, we will insist on honesty. I want the CS to be honest to the people of Kakamega. There is no business case for an international airport in Kakamega. That's what you need to say. Say that the president lied. That is what you need to say so that we move forward. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
CS, kindly.
Mr. Speaker, I thank my learned friend, Senator of Nairobi, for the clarification. I understood you initially to be the passengers that are arriving. You mean the passengers that are traveling. Mr. Speaker, there was a security protocol that was established, particularly when we entered into agreement with the UK and the US administration to enable us to have direct flights, particularly to the New York. And part of those protocols was to ensure that we keep to dropping passengers at a reasonable distance to the terminal itself. That is why you see all that area has been blocked. You know, your people are dropped a little bit far away, not very far though, but about, say, is it, if I guess, maybe 50 meters away from the veranda. But also the construction of Terminal 1A after the fire of 2014, never put into consideration the need to have a good veranda and canopy that can be people can be dropped properly. So there was a design problem that happened, and we acknowledge. In fact, in the reports of KA, the discussion is how do you now remodify the existing terminals and put it on a canopy that can come way in front that will allow us then to drop people where, a place where there is shade. So that was a design issue. But there's even a more critical problem. At the main gate up there, people have to alight, then they are searched, then the car is searched before you go in. If you 3 weeks ago, in chairing a meeting that is multi-agency at the airport, I instructed the people working on the port charter and the KA itself also to work towards us getting scanners at the entrance that look like all the other parts of the world that will enable us to scan vehicles and scan everybody without really requiring anybody to alight. What has happened in other countries also is advanced passenger information is provided for before passengers come to the airport. So by the time someone, what other countries have done is that they have a general data of everybody. By the time you're coming to the airport, they know who's in this car. So police only stop a certain car if they have certain suspicion. But in our case, because of the same desire to maintain our direct flights to New York, people have to alight and search. But going forward, we are thinking of how can you get scanners that can be able to check the vehicles on high speed without people being able to alight. So there are two reasons. The other one is security related, but also the construction and design of the airport never put into consideration that very important factor. On the Kakamega, the president never lies and never lied. The point is that, and Senator Kalwale was there, it was a partnership between the national and the county government. And there are certain commitments that the county government give. In fact, I can say this because I think I was called when the meeting was going on. The county government committed that it is easy for them to get the land, only for them to realize later that it is very costly. It will need about 400 million, which is not available in our county government. So because of that situation, the discussion that we've been having is to find out how can you fast move to 1.4 kilometers, as you think about making the airport reach 2 kilometers and so forth.